Hi guys, I'm going to show you how I make my eczema salve, okay? So in here I've got some beeswax, 1 cup of beeswax melted to a very, very hot temperature. So much that I probably burnt the medicinal value out of the beeswax, but that's okay because I'm not worried about the beeswax because I want to heat up my pine resin. Look how beautiful that is. It's just sparkling. That is resin from the pine tree. So let's go in my hot beeswax. I need it really, really hot to melt that pine resin because it was very hard. Like you see, it was very, very hard. So this beeswax now is melting it nicely. It's going to take a few minutes. And it's important to get this melted really good. So in my eczema salve, the ingredients are beeswax, pine resin, and plantain oil. How I make my plantain oil is I take plantain leaf and I infuse it into grapeseed oil. So then I strain it and I have a beautiful oil that's now infused with the plantain leaf. Plantain leaf is really great for eczema, and so is the pine resin. Take it a few minutes to heat up here. That's why you have to make sure that that beeswax is really, really hot. Otherwise, this pine resin, as you can see here, see how it chunks? It's just like glue. It's going to take a bit to heat that up. So like I say, you want to make sure that beeswax is really, really hot, and you are going to lose the medicinal value of the beeswax because you're heating it up so much that you're burning it out. But you kind of have to do that for this, so you can melt the pine resin. So we're getting there. It's close. Then I'm going to pour it into my jars. And that's all the ingredients that go into it, is beeswax, pine resin, it's almost heated up here, and grapeseed oil infused with the plantain leaf. Just about ready, guys. See, I like to use the glass Pyrex because they really heat up and they stay heated very nice. So I had heated my beeswax very, very hot. And this Pyrex really keeps the heat. It's like a little heater itself. It gets so hot from the hot beeswax. So it helps to melt this pine resin. It's almost gone. You can see I still have a little bit here. Takes a while. So it's the terpenes in this pine resin. There, we're good now. That is so great for the eczema. And plantain leaf is an extractor, so it extracts out badness of the skin, and then it actually soothes the skin nicely, very nicely. So now this is more like it's almost like a honey now. I'm going to bring you over to see that. It's like a honey now. It's quite thick. It's beautiful. So that's all melted. Let me just see if I got you right here. There you go. So that's all melted. I feel like it's good now. So now I'm going to add. So that was, oh yeah, okay, how much did I use? It was 30 grams that was in this little dish of the, so it was 1 cup of beeswax and 30 grams of the pine resin. And then I'm just going to pour my oil in because I never measure, guys. I'm just measuring for you today. I just know for some reason what works. So I'm going to pour my oil in. And I'm going to go right up to the 4 cups. So it's 3 cups of oil, 1 cup of beeswax, and 30 grams. See, a little bit, I'm going to go a little bit over. I'm going to go to 1 liter actually. So, okay, what is that? Let's turn around this way. So that's just a little bit over 4 cups. So it would be 3 cups of beeswax, or sorry, 1 cup of beeswax, 3 cups of oil, and then your 30 grams of your pine resin. Make sure that you really stir this up well. And that's all there is to it. I'm going to pour it into my containers, and that is it. You could add some essential oils if you wanted to, but I find for eczema, I don't like to add essential oils for psoriasis and eczema because sometimes that makes things worse. So this is just the natural products, the beeswax, the pine resin, and the plantain. So I'm going to just check and see if it's the consistency I like. I just do this. I do a couple drops, lay it there, let it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to feel it to see if it's the consistency that I want. I know it's going to be because I make enough of these, so I like a nice smooth eczema salve too, because if you have eczema, you don't want a thick salve that you're trying to rub in and break it down into the skin. You want a nice smooth salve. Ooh, that's beautiful. So I just touch it. I feel like that is lovely. Oh, it smells nice too. So now I'm just going to pour it into my little containers. This one's great for children, animals, adults. All these things are safe. Usually in all my salves I add turpentine, the pure gum spirits, which is pine resin that's been distilled. But where I'm using the pine resin itself, I'm not adding any turpentine to this because this actually has quite a bit of turpentine in it now because of the pine resin. So just do it like that. Let's see how many salves we get out of this. May not get a full one here, but that's okay because I'll do another batch and top it up. So that's all there is to that, guys. That is my recipe for my eczema salve. It works fantastic. I hope you guys make it and take it. Have a good day.